It's Sam here.
Hi, I'm Maria.
So Maria is a new addition to our family here at Ashdown Jones. So welcome.
Thank you.
Very happy. Yeah, a bit of clapping going on over there.
Woo-hoo.
Welcome, Maria.
Thank
And
you.
this is George, who is not new, just naughty. This pardon?
Angela Jones.
Angela Jones. Yeah.
Bit
So
Martin.
she's taken. Yeah, she's now the new partner. So it's Jones and Jones.
Yeah.
There's no Ashdown anymore. Can you see George?
Yeah.
Right.
You just
so
like dragging
I
him.
pulled him. I know. So this is George, and the reason that George is on our little video today, or Ask AJ, is because we want to talk to you about, what do you want to talk about?
Smelly dogs in homes.
Smelly dogs in homes, or just dogs in homes. So we're going to talk about 3 aspects, if you've got a dog, that you need to consider when you're selling your home, for us poor viewers, say us, the viewers that are over there, because I'm a terrible viewer. So the first thing is the actual physicality of the dog, because unfortunately not everybody is a dog person, are they?
No.
Some people just don't like them, scared of them, are very sensitive to the smell of them, don't like the idea of buying a house with a dog in situ. Well, of course not in situ. Not like they're not buying this dog and the house together.
Yeah. Know what you mean.
But there's a dog in the house and they're looking at it, and it can put some people off. I had an ex that didn't like dogs at all, so that's why it's an ex. Anyway, moving on. And I've got hairs everywhere now all over my trousers. So, first of all, the physicality of the dog. So, what's the evidence there's a dog in a house?
So mainly the smell.
Yeah, but apart from the smell, what do you look at when you can look at, say, photographs? What do you see? Dog bed,
Yeah.
toys, food, lead, hairs. Hairs, that's a good one.
Dog hairs.
Dog hairs and dog sort of smudges on the floor. So anything that denotes that there's a dog there, that all needs to go. Just for the non-doggy people, the little minority people non-doggy. So before you actually have a viewing, take all that out, stick it all in your car. Which brings us on to the next bit, isn't it? Which is what to do when you've actually got a dog in the house and there's going to be a viewing. What can you do?
So you could put it in the car.
Yeah.
So it's out of the way while the viewing takes place.
Yeah, if you've got a big enough car, stick your dog in the car.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really long viewing, that's probably not a good idea, especially if it's a hot day. But usually a dog in a car is fine for a while. Or, what else could you do?
So if you're happy to vacate, you can take the dog with you.
To vacate. Good
vacate.
words. You're happy to actually go out the door. She has some very long words, doesn't Maria? If you're happy to go out, maybe, take your dog for a little walk, go for a little coffee or something. Just get yourself and the dog out of the house and leave us to do our job, and that's a really good thing to do as well. Okay, so that's the physicality of the dog. What about, and the evidence as well, what about the aroma of the dog?
Your aroma.
So you were at a house the other day, which shall be nameless. It's in the north of the county, and it's a little bit pongy.
Yeah, it is indeed.
They've got some large dogs, and the smell is very noticeable when you go in the door. It's a beautiful house, but unfortunately, if you're a non-doggy person, all you're going to notice when you first go in the house is the smell. So if you notice the smell, you're not going to really notice the house, and you won't be able to necessarily smell the smell because, apparently I've got a smelly dog. No idea. I think he smells lovely, but yeah, Tilly's nodding now.
Stinks.
Apparently he is a bit stinky.
Oh, he's not.
So if I was selling my house, I probably couldn't have him in the house. He probably needs to be groomed a bit more often. He's looking a bit scruffy at the moment. So that smell is going to put people off. So how do you get out the smell? Well, first of all, where is the smell? So some ideas?
Yeah, in the soft furnishings.
In the soft furnishing. So for example, we've got a tractor going past us. Make sure that door till. What kind of soft furnishings?
So throws covering the sofas, or
Yeah.
the smell will be lingering in there.
That's very true.
Dog beds that are close by,
Yeah.
rugs,
Carpets.
curtains,
Carpets is a big one. So anything that your dog has touched, if it's a smelly dog, and even if it's not a smelly dog, is just get them washed, get them refreshed, and have a nice fresh smell in the house. You could even counter it by maybe little scented candles. Here's one we made earlier, from Ashdown Jones, little room diffuser. So things like that can just help to combat the smell a little bit. Maybe don't cook a curry, that's probably going one step too far. Okay, so that's the actual smell. And then the last thing is the evidence of a dog, other than things like the beds and the toys and things like that. What about the effect of a dog on the house? I'm doing this actually to give you a clue.
So like markings on the walls
Yeah.
and the doors.
Yeah, my dog's, I've got a little scratch on my back door where he goes, let me in, let me in. It's plastic, so it's fine, but it's got like a muddy mark where it's gone.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing. Scratches on furniture, scratches on floorboards, little chew marks on, I don't know, like cupboard doors or something. So anything that is a little bit of damage that's been caused by your dog that you probably need to address. Maybe even marked skirtings where they're kind of laying against it and it doesn't all come off with a good wipe. So those are the main three things really, aren't they? The physicality of the dog, so let's get the dog out of there for people who are non-doggy that want to come and see. The aroma that you might not be aware of, like me, you might be in denial that you actually have a smelly dog at all. And maybe ask a friend or ask us, we'll be very honest with you, but probably kind as well. And then the third element is this sort of evidence, which is things like scratches and damage and markings. Those are the three things you need to address when you've got a dog and you're selling your house. And that's it for another episode of Ask AJ. This is Maria's first ever episode of Ask AJ, so I think she's done brilliantly. We didn't give her a script or anything. Threw her in the deep end. She's managed to say a few words without dying. Well done, well done. But she'll be back on another episode of Ask AJ.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, she says yes, I will. She'll try and get out of it quickly. Okay, thanks very much and see you on another episode of Ask AJ. Bye for now.
Thank you.